This era produced a new kind of politician, not a theorist, not a financier, a man forged by war, loss, and personal betrayal. His name was Andrew Jackson. By the time Andrew Jackson ran for president in 1824, he had already learned in practice what Jefferson had warned about in theory. In 1818, during the First Seminole War, Jackson effectively seized Florida from Spain through a bold and unauthorized invasion. His mission from James Monroe was to pursue Seminole raiders and escaped slaves across the Georgia border. But Jackson, forever relentless and unyielding, went far beyond his mandate. He captured the Spanish forts at Pensacola and St. Mark's, executed 2 British agents accused of inciting native resistance, and ordered the hanging of native leaders. The actions shocked Congress and outraged Spain, yet they also forced Madrid to the negotiating table. Within a year, Spain ceded East and West Florida under the Adams-Onis Treaty of 1819. Jackson had delivered the territory without a formal war, and was celebrated for it. This was not a man banking interests could afford to make an enemy of. Unfortunately for them, they did. Andrew Jackson had speculated in Western land. He had borrowed from banks that actively encouraged expansion, and when the Panic of 1819 struck, those same institutions reversed course, pulling credit, demanding immediate repayment, and seizing assets. Jackson felt personally cheated by the banking system. To him, the sudden contraction of credit was not an accident but a manipulation. Banks had eagerly extended loans during the boom, profited from high interest and rising land values, then pulled the rug out by demanding specie and foreclosing once prices collapsed. He believed state banks and the Second Bank of the United States had deliberately overextended credit to inflate the bubble, only to enforce discipline when exposure shifted onto borrowers. This experience forged Jackson's lifelong hostility toward banks and paper money. He learned, through loss rather than theory, what Jefferson had warned about for decades. To Jackson, this was not mere mismanagement, it was betrayal. The system rewarded risk when it suited elite interests, and enforced discipline only when those same interests needed protection, pushing the cost onto everyone else. Jackson entered politics convinced of one thing: